Hello, we are Team Group C and this is our video on the influence of business in society. We are going to cover 5 main points, the first one being corporate social responsibility, then business ethics, then globalisation, and then social, ethical, environmental and governance, and we will conclude with the influence on the economy. Corporate social responsibility refers to a business practice that involves participating in initiatives that benefit society. People and businesses who do not contribute to society and are often referred to as parasites, it is expected that organisations who exercise ethical tactics and responsibilities which contribute to the company are those who apply universal values to everyone and everything regardless of their culture, origins and beliefs. Businesses that are ethical can be rewarded internally and externally. Internally, they can establish ethical relationships with employees to create a friendly and successful work environment. These relationships will encourage employees to be more motivated and to take pride in their jobs. Externally, customers who will pay a higher price for goods that are created in an ethical environment than if they were made unethically. Companies are also able to separate themselves from their competition and improve their customers' view on not only the product but the company itself. A company who practices ethical behaviour could start off being successful. However, over time, the company's unethical behaviour could cause unwanted controversy. This could lead to a decrease in sales and a decrease in profit due to some stakeholders not being able to trust them. Overall, it can be concluded that when businesses contribute to society, it can be rewarded.
Globalization is one of the words that perfectly describes the 21st century and clearly shows the road where the world is heading. Globalization is defined as the integration of economies and the general increase in international trade. The effects on business and the effects of globalization in society. Studies show that in the last 40 years, life expectancy has gone up by 25%. Income has also gone up for the majority of the population, despite the fact that the population rose by 2 billion people in the last 40 years. All of these can be said to be due to the positive effects of globalization. Nevertheless, there are also negative effects which can be considered obstacles to globalization. In many cases, globalization has led to an inefficient use of the factors of production and therefore to market failure. Economic theory explains that in a free market, there is an optimal equilibrium point which is sustainable for society and is always reached in the long run. Nevertheless, many times, harmless-looking actions such as foreign direct investment and the competitiveness between multinational and local firms result in huge detrimental factors to the society, such as pollution and the waste of critical resources, such as water and timber.
Quite apart from the effects globalization has on business, business itself holds a tremendous grasp on the global economy. Business holds the power to influence the standards of living of all societies. When a firm invests in an economy abroad, it brings cash flows that can be reinvested into job creation, ultimately raising the GDP and the standards of living of the population. The exchanges permitted by business can be of huge benefit to any of the shareholders, whether they are an entire government or an entire people. When doing business, nations can sell what they have the power to produce abundantly and import when their situation doesn't give them an advantage to produce, or in other words, what constitutes its highest opportunity cost. Because of that, they can enter into a mutually beneficial transaction for their own economy. To conclude, business holds an important influence on society as a whole. More than that, we can even say that it has a role in the well-being of our population.